It's what you call a paper loss. So from $200, I went down to 175. Good afternoon, good afternoon, good afternoon. Hope everybody had a blessed day. Today is Tuesday, January 4th, 2022, and I am your weekend SPY guy. Let's get right into it. Today, SPY opened up at 9:30 in the morning at 479.16. It had an up and down day. It was off to the races in the morning, got as high as 479.85, and then it had a slow downturn with ups and downs throughout the day. But right around 10:50, 11 o'clock, it just tanked. Did a quick drop, and then right around 11:05 started to go back up a little bit. 11:30, 11:45 went back up, and then it did another slow decline. And just when everybody thought at 2 o'clock that it was going to stay right there, it went all the way back up and went green and got as high as 478.64 at 3:50 with only 10 minutes left on the clock. What did it do? It went down to, it dropped down negative again, not that much, to 477.54 for the day. Yesterday I was waiting on a deposit to actually hit my account, so I wasn't able to trade on this account yesterday. But today, I started off today with $200. I waited to see what SPY was going to do. I was not one of those people who, it's not how I trade, just jump right in. And I was able to see that it was dropping, so I waited. And when it dropped around, I want to say about 11:30 or so, I got it when it was about $8 down, and I bought two option contracts, one for next week and one that ends on this Friday. Both calls, meaning I have it going up. I didn't panic when it started going down, because knowing the direction of a stock is much more important than knowing what it's doing in that moment. So, of course, my thought process is that SPY is going up this week. I kind of think of it in week to week and month to month, knowing what is probably going to happen more than likely based on history and based on what's coming up at the end of this month, which is January. A lot of the major companies are coming out with their fourth quarter earnings reports. And so there's things that normally happens within the stock market during that time leading up to earnings reports. Historically, there are certain companies, a lot of companies like to push their numbers up, especially prior to an earnings report. So, in looking at the different charts, knowing that SPY has a lot of these, is comprised of a lot of these companies, I have my thought process based on history, graphs, everything that's going on in the market right now, that it wouldn't stay down there. And it didn't. It had a slight negative day, but not too much. So, to show you where I'm at today, it's what you call a paper loss. So from $200, I went down to 175.50, and I'm into option contracts that expire, one on Friday and the following on Monday. So when you start out, I wanted to start out with a small amount of money to give you all a practical sense of, if you used a small amount of money, if it is even possible to grow it. I know that it is possible to grow it, so I'm trying to walk you through an amount that I know that the average person can put into the stock market, and with enough knowledge, you can grow it. So today is what you call a paper loss. I never sold those contracts, I'm holding them, which is called a swing trade. You hold them for the next day, or even the day beyond that, or the day beyond that. Basically, I'm holding it overnight. Anytime I purchase an options contract, I think about what do I think, how far down that week do I think that SPY could go? Or how high up do I think that SPY could go? So I have a specific number in my head as to where I think SPY is going to end up by the end of the week. And so as soon as SPY hits that number, or even if it gets close enough, like if it starts slowing down its momentum, then I'll just get out. Because I know that for me, it's safe for me to just say, that was my number. Let me take my profits, get out, and then wait and find an entry point to get back in. So what I'm looking for tomorrow is for SPY to go up. If it goes to my number, then, and I'm not telling you guys my number for a reason, because when you put things out publicly, I don't know why, but when you are very specific in that way, it tends to, I don't know, it's like you guys jinx it or something. I don't know. All you need to know is I have a specific number on where it's going, and that number is higher than where it is right now. And I'll let you know once I sell the contracts if I got to that number, how that works. I'll tell you what the number is once I sell it. I anticipate, if I'm correct in the direction that SPY is going to and the number that it's going to, I should have at least doubled my money by the end of the week. I made my first trade this week in this account on Tuesday. So that only gives me 4 days to double it. But I anticipate that it'll still be doubled by Friday. Hopefully, I would have already sold what I did before Friday. But if I didn't, I still anticipate that 200 going to 400. So we'll see. I'll check in with you guys tomorrow. If you guys have any questions, just let me know. Appreciate you guys joining me on this journey. We'll see what happens.